Well, let's get started. All right, welcome back to Williams Group Marketplace Minute. Today we're heading to the beautiful coastal community of Buxton, Maine, and I'm excited to introduce our guest, Dr. Carl Goldbrand. Dr. Goldbrand has built a well-respected optometry practice that's deeply connected to the community and supported by loyal patients who truly value the care that they receive. Now he prepares for his next chapter. He's listing his practice on Williams Group Marketplace, creating a great opportunity for the right doctor to step into ownership with a strong foundation already in place. Dr. Goldbrand, thanks for joining us today. And let's jump into our first question. So, can you tell us a little bit about your journey into optometry?
So I went to I graduated from optometry school back in 1985, um, and went right into the Army and served 4 years as an optometrist. It's certainly, and from there I went to Massachusetts for a year and then to Maine. So I've been in Maine now for about 35 years. Um, it's been very fulfilling, very exciting. When I went to optometry school, we couldn't prescribe, or we couldn't use eye drops on patients. Eventually, we were allowed to put drops in to dilate patients' eyes. Eventually, we became able to prescribe drops for people. And of course, it's gotten better and better over all the years. And even now in Maine, they're trying to get the pass a law so we can do laser.
Oh, great.
So
And
it's, yeah.
yeah, are you doing that or are you planning on doing that? Or is that something that you're thinking the next generation can do?
Probably the next generation. There's a lot of really smart, talented people coming out of optometry school, and it's probably a little bit too much for an old, you know, at my stage in my career.
Yeah. So tell me about the community, the people who are have stayed loyal to you as your patients. Can you speak on
That's
that?
Yeah, that's one thing that's amazing about Maine is how loyal patients are. When I first moved to the area out in Buxton, I had a patient who lived right next door to my office who refused to come see me because he was so loyal to his doctor who lived actually like 20, 30 minutes away from here. And it wasn't until that doctor retired that he finally decided he'd give me a try. So it's amazing the loyalty. But yeah, I've been there 35 years. We've supported local charities, supported the high school sports teams, the robotics teams, little league teams. Really, we're well known. We're in a good location, right on a main street. It is a close-knit community. It's only a couple grocery stores, so everyone seems to know everybody. Um, but it's been a great place to have a practice.
Wonderful. And what would you say to somebody if you were telling them about your practice, why this would be a good investment?
It's got a very solid foundation. We have a good computer software system. We have good staff. We have a very loyal clientele. We've been kind of expanding a little bit with uh, different instruments for medical optometry. We see a lot of people who do need care, like glaucoma management, cataract post-op patients. Write a lot of scripts for eye infections. I do a lot of corneal foreign body removal. So you're really a primary care doctor for this community, and they're looking at you to take care of them, and then of course refer them if it's something that you can't treat.
So we also, I mean, there's so much information around about why living in Maine is such a good thing and a great place to have a family. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Well, Maine is known as vacation land. Um, we're close to everything from my office. There's a river right down the street. Sometimes go fishing there. The ocean's within a half hour. The largest city in Maine's within a half hour. Second largest lake is. The mountains are an hour and a half away. So if you enjoy skiing, any outdoor activities, it's a great place. The schools have been good. All my kids have done very well going through the school systems. It's really it's been a great place to raise a family.
It's wonderful. And what advice would you give somebody who is going to be graduating from optometry school?
Probably the one thing that if I would really recommend that you don't start from scratch. If you try to open up cold, there's just so many barriers nowadays with all the insurances, um, all the different things that you have to regulations and such. it really would be a tough road to go down, I think, if you're trying to open from scratch. Having something already in position, all the computers, all the staff that's ready, to submit your claims, and all the patients who are ready to be seen. Um, we're booking about a month and a half right now. Um, it's just much easier than when I first opened, and you're lucky if you had somebody booked for next week, or you didn't have the infrastructure to take care of all the things that you needed to.
So did you start this practice by scratch, or
I I did,
you
yeah.
did? Wow.
Which
I,
is it's hard. Back when I opened, there's like one optometrist in every town. Now they have bigger groups that kind of you know, cover areas. Um, and a lot of people don't care to go to the big groups. They want to go to a doctor who can sit and talk to them, and really they can see them as their private doctor.
yeah, I think it is. I mean, because Buxton is, you said it's a half an hour from Portland.
Yes.
Yeah, what a great opportunity to have that small town feel and then be close to a city as well. So you have the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
I
it,
like
it's
that.
it's been great.
Wonderful. Okay, any last thoughts you'd like to add about your practice that make it unique?
I think that patients really look for a primary care doctor. They want somebody that they can trust, that they can talk to, that they know will take care of them if they have an issue that needs to be looked at.
Wonderful. I love that. Okay, well, if you would like more information on Dr. Goldbrand's practice, you can find it on Williams Group Marketplace. And as always, please reach out to me and I would love to provide more information for you as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Goldbrand. I appreciate your time.